Hey guys, this is Ves and welcome back to another speed art. So this speed art is actually a commission for TheFallenEngi. This is a cool one because this is one of his OCs and I had to add wings and vampire-like hands and a cool mask. So his name is Santiago. It's Santiago Graz del Orlo. I think that's what it is. If I say it wrong, I'm sorry. But before his demonic incursion, he was a master machinist. Means that he was capable of repairing, using, building any kind of machinery. After the insurgence, his demonic form appeared, forcing him to, flee, not do his mechanic things anymore, I guess. Years after his change, he adopted his name, the Fallen Engineer, and started working on his own, quickly gaining power and intelligence and becoming the world's best information broker, providing information and services exchange for blood, body part. Vampires means blood is essential for living. So he needed blood because, he has that vampiric feel to him. Along with this, he had some blood manipulation. However, the extension of the reach is only to the blood outside of his body. The mask serves for two purposes. One being its aid in keeping his face hidden from anyone that might have formerly known him and recognized him. The second thing is the jagged teeth on the front of the mask, allowing him to efficiently bite into his victims or blood bags and drink said blood. So that's a little bit of information that Engi had gave me for him. So yeah, guys, this is your typical, not your typical, but this is your very smart vampire guy. He is really cool. Honestly speaking, I was very excited in creating what Engi was thinking for him. It was just like, putting everything together and seeing how he was coming out. It was looking more and more good. The last person who had commissioned his drawing of his OC, they had like a hard hat on him. So throughout this whole process, I was talking to Engi because I wanted to figure out if he wanted the hard hat or he didn't. And I was trying, just to get a feel of what he wants for this commission. My thoughts on it, as he was like letting me know, was he was a modern day type of demonic vampire, and it was more of him having like that real Tokyo Ghoul feel. So what I did was I used every aspect that he wanted. He wanted the shorts, he wanted the purple shirt and boots and stuff like that. So I just stylized him a little bit more so he could look a little different from what the other commissioner had done. I did ask about the hard hat because I was like, I'm not too sure if he wants this hard hat. It was just it was a yellow hard hat, and I was like, okay, should I put this in or shouldn't I? I did, and then we did one with and one without. It turned out the one without was better. I wasn't too sure. I was like, should I put this on the floor? Because he's supposed to be like a builder. He's supposed to have that, builder feel to him. So it was really messed up with all that. If you hear the dog, I'm very sorry. He seems to want to bark every morning and afternoon and anytime I want to go ahead and talk. Unbelievable, interrupting me. So yeah, guys, I was really conflicted about the hard hat, but I'm good that we kept it off, and I'm glad I talked to him because I had to make sure that everything was correct and to his liking. I didn't want to just do something and it turns out that it ain't what he wants. I do it with all my commissioners. I talk to them and I make sure I get what they want because it's their vision, it's not mine. So what does it look like me doing something that isn't isn't part of the deal, you know. I'm trying to do something from their imagination. The only thing that I'm responsible for, I guess, is posing, making sure the colors are complementary to each other, and making sure that he looks good, you know, he's to his creator's imagination. So being that he's a fallen engineer, I'm thinking this is Engi's persona. So that's pretty cool. Like to figure that out. That's pretty cool. I really like it though, because you know, you don't usually make vampires with wings and you know all that extra good stuff. Is always something else. Like it's either them in some type of Victorian outfit and stuff like that. But this one is more modern and it has the wings. He reminds me like of a gargoyle almost. That's how cool he is. I did go with the color scheme that the commissioner did go with. The only thing that I have changed up was the color of his shirt and his pants and his boots, because no, not his boots. I think his boots is the same, like it's black too. I changed up the laces of his boots because I wanted his shirt to match his boots. I don't know, like me, I'm a type of person, my sneakers match my outfit. So yeah, I was like his boots need to match his outfit. So I made his boots blue, you know, that grayish black color, and then I made his laces that purple color from his shirt. I did change up the purple from his shirt because that purple, that great purple that the last commissioner had, that would have really conflicted with that red color. So I went ahead and I toned down that purple color to have the red pop more and him look more of he has more of like a pastel-y type of dark purple shirt, you know what I'm saying? Like you want the colors to complement each other, and it seemed like if I made the pants and the shirt off like with that grayish color, it would have really popped. So that's why I made it that color, just to give it a different type of feel from what we have here with the last commissioner. A lot of my family, when they were visiting while I was drawing this, they were making fun of the fact that he was looking at them a certain way. He's like, Bess, what are you drawing? And I'm like, oh, I'm drawing a commission for someone. So they're like, I'm not trying to say that, I'm not trying to crack on your drawing or anything, but why is your guy looking at us like that? And I was like, who guy? So they pointed at this image here, which is what the last commissioner did. And they're like, he's staring at me weird. And I'm like, he's not. That's a different commissioner. That person did that one, and he just, I guess he reminded them of the YMCA type of thing, and it was so funny because usually they don't look at what I'm doing when I'm doing commissions, so it was like weird. And then when I looked at it, I was like, yeah, he is kind of looking at us weird. So yeah, but he has an awesome eye color. Like we have the gold going with the nice jagged hair. Like honestly speaking, this hair is awesome. Like I had it in my mind the whole time while I was drawing. I was like, I know exactly what I'm gonna do with his hair because I just love the way his hair is. Like it's like messy, but it's, you know, it's a nice messy. So yeah, guys, definitely funny on when I was drawing and my family was making comments. And it's funny because usually my family doesn't show up at the house like unannounced and stuff, but when they do it and then they look at what I'm doing and they're like making sly comments. So it's kind of weird. But yeah, that's basically what happened. For his hands and his wings, for the Engi's hands and wings, what I did was I made a texture because I wanted to have that texture feel to it. Engi had sent me some images of like what kind of thing he was looking into and what he wanted. So they had a lot of textures, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play with those textures so that it can look good and show off that those wings aren't as smooth as anything, you know, smooth. It's just really rigid, and so is his hands, because the vampire hands and stuff. I think the only thing that's supposed to be smooth is those nails. Because because his nails are long. I wonder how he types on the computer. His long nails. I'm really interested in this character because honestly speaking, I was wondering if this guy turns it on and off. Like, could he turn his demon side on and off? I know it's like I think he said incursion. Honestly speaking, your girl don't know what that means. So I'm gonna just pretend that it's a surgical procedure that was done, and this is the outcome of it. That's what I'm thinking. But we don't know. I don't know, so I can't really tell on it. The most I can do is talk because I know that Engi will watch this and he will clear it up for me and you guys in the comments below. So please take a look at the comments because that's where that's where my commissioners go to clear up anything that I say. So yeah, Santiago, he's freaking awesome. I like him a lot. Like really, really a lot. I like the scheme, the way he looks, just how thought out he is. I like it. And I'm really impressed. Like, I'm really impressed with a lot of my commissioners because they come up with the darnest things and I'm like, yo, that is dope. Why your girl didn't think of that first? But it's fine. It's fine. I think it's really cool that I think it's really cool that they come up with these cool imagine this character, and it's just, it is, and it comes to being an awesome piece of art. You can tell when somebody should be a writer or a comic artist, a comic book creator or something, because they come up with these great ideas, and it's like, guys, what do you do with these ideas? I would love to see like a comic of this. Like, who wouldn't want to read a comic about a guy who used to be a mechanic, but then everything changed for him because, this demonic, he had a demonic transplant happen and he turned into something else. Yes, don't get me wrong. That's a little like Tokyo Ghoul, but it's a little bit you can make it a little bit different. He's an engineer. How would he deal with this? Would he still be an engineer? And if he is, what is he doing with that? Is he hanging out with other people that are like demons? Because there's demons in this world. So you have like a lot of questions, and those things will be nicely answered. At first I wanted to put him on a building and your girl couldn't figure it out. So what I did was I thought of a background, and the background was him sitting on top of like rubble almost behind a skyscraper, like a skyline. And what I did was I put a gate in between him and the skyline so that you could see that it's like, a gate there and he's in this area. And that's because I got, worker vibes from him. This time I actually drew the sky, drew the moon, drew the clouds, and I had fun. That was really fun. Like, I enjoyed myself. The only thing that I copied and pasted was a building because I couldn't get my head around a building. Like, I was trying to get my head around the rock and it worked pretty good, or the rubble. But yeah, that's basically what I did. But yeah, guys, I had fun with coloring it. Oh yeah, and I went with like a dark feel. I colored the whole thing dark, and then I went around it with highlights. So it really gives him that like real dark, mysterious feel, and I kind of like that I did that. That was nice. And the moon reflecting off of him. That was another cool little piece that I wanted to throw in there. Yeah, so I copied and pasted this like what you call that, vector skyline, and I just added my darkness to it, added some highlights because of the moon, and I definitely added some fog just to give him that mysterious feel, guys. Like, you want to give him that, yeah, I'm a bad boy. Bad boys. Yeah, I want to give him that feel, man. It was cool, and I gave him that redness. After I signed it, this is how it came out looking, and I think it came out looking dope. This is a really good piece, and I think I should put this in my portfolio. That's how good it is. So yeah, guys, definitely an awesome piece, and I want to thank my commissioner for commissioning me, because honestly, you guys really helped me a lot. So yeah, guys, if you like this video, hit that like, and if you're here and you're new, you're like, hey Bess, I like what you're doing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe, become a post, become one of our family members. I continuously do things like this and art content, talk about art, unbox art stuff, everything. So yeah, guys, remember that every Fridays 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time I stream, so be there or be square. Again, guys, thank you for watching, sharing, telling a friend, and helping a friend. Have an amazing rest of the day. Bye bye.